Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Always Sometimes Monsters. Let's continue. I said last time we might include the game last recording, but that didn't happen. I still have no idea why I can get into room 2704. I have a small amount of money, and unless something happens, I guess I need to make sure I can get a car to leave. Well, so if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to get a rental car. Can I afford a rental car? A car. Go to the wedding. Okay, so I skipped the gambling part. I was thinking maybe I'd try to go get the remaining Indie Heroes collectibles, but whatever. I have $173 that I found. I did not have $5,000 sitting around for a dress. And I don't see how you could really play this game and have $5,000 sitting around for a dress. Seems unlikely to ever happen. Jill, glad to see you made it back from the casino in one piece. That was one hell of a party. You're telling me. Hey, since we're here, and it's in the month and all, any chance you'll make good on the promise you gave me? You're talking about my journal, aren't you? Yeah, Sam handed me his first draft while we were in the still at the casino. So they misgendered here. They said Sam handed me his first draft, which Sam's a girl as far as I know. Whatever. I figure I might as well submit both of your works at the same time if I can. It really helps show the guys upstairs that I haven't farted away all their money on nothing. Look, about the journal. I lost it. I don't have it. I don't have it anymore. I figured as much. Look, no hard feelings or whatever, right? I just want to walk away from all of this clean, okay? Yeah, alright. Let's just sit and enjoy the wedding, and I don't want to talk business anymore. They have assigned seats, so make sure you ask Dasher where you're supposed to sit. I'm gonna go mingle for a bit, and I'll talk to you later. Yes, can I help you find your seat? I do believe the ceremony will begin shortly. Yes. Not just yet. Right. So, well, if it isn't Jill, how have you been, sugar? Have I been? Alright. It's good to see you. Can't say I was expecting you to be here, honestly. Interesting, she's not dressed any better than I am. I mean, with everything between you and Bob went down. I'm glad to see her at least to stay friendly, though. Alright. So we're gonna run into all these people. I wonder if these people... Oh, so you made it after all, Joe. I'm looking forward to you objecting this whole thing. Should be quite a show. Oh, don't get your panties in a twist. I'm just teasing you. It would be quite a show, though, if you know what I mean. There's something about seeing a raw, passionate expression of love like that. Kind of put a little vigor back in your soul, if you know what I mean. So, here's Larry's wife just standing here next to him. Hey, Jill. Hey, you're Jill, aren't you? Haven't since that day you wrecked my satellite gear. Oh, don't worry about it. We got the funding sorted out eventually. Besides that, I'm not really wanting to hold a grudge anyways. How's life been treating you since graduation? Is the real world everything you thought it would be? It can be quite a bit of a roller coaster, I guess. Yes, do you remember the conversation we had the day we meet? I'm curious, did any of it stick in your head? You mean about there being no real control in life? You're right about that. Nothing comes easy. Well, I know that. I knew that already. I want to know if that knowledge did any good. To be honest, I don't know what you're expecting me to do with it. I never expected things to fall in order. That's not how the game works. Yes, I was aware the whole time, but that didn't change anything, didn't it? So, did Bob invite you to the wedding? No, actually it was Sam. She invited McAllister and he needed a date. It's kind of cute you two being together. Well, I don't know if it's cute the best word for it, but thanks. Truth be told, it still feels like a complete accident we ended up together, but I'm happy. That's great to hear. So, how many of these people are people we know? Probably all of them. It's McAllister, isn't it? My favorite student. How's life outside of the prison been treating you? It's got its ups and downs, I suppose. What are you doing here, by the way? Sam and I kept in touch on and off after a while. She invited me in Radford and I decided we could use a vacation, so here we are. So you two are permanent item now? I guess you could say so. Honestly, I don't think there was ever any possibility but for us to get together. Good for you. So, these guys look like they're like mercenaries or something. Let's see. Oh, hi there, Jill. Gotta say I'm surprised to see you. Who is this girl? After what happened at Bob's bachelor party, you can forget it. I'm not saying a word. Jill, I can't believe you're here. Bellinger? What the heck are you doing here? Oh, I was in town for the Swagfest convention, trying to see if I could make some money off my complete set of indie heroes videos. Went to the shelf, found a real great dealer who wanted them. Turns out though, I only thought I'd found them all. My rare Charlie motor was missing, which is strange because I could have sworn I had one. Wait a minute, now I remember, didn't I give it to you about a month ago? You don't still have it, do you? We could trade it to that collector and make a ton of cash. They might be able to afford a place to live. Sure, take it. Yeah, I still got it right here. We give him that Charlie murder figure. Oh wow, thanks Jill. This is really going to help me out a lot. Then again, I hear the company that makes these things is thinking of adding a new series in the future. Man, just when I get finished my collection, they go and add even more to get. I have no idea who Bellinger is. He must have happened really early in the game. So we are here at last. Our little boy is getting married. When I adopted Bob, I imagined what today might be like. Having a little thing walk into my life, grow up, and then walk out again. Back then I was worried I wouldn't be able to handle seeing another person I love leave me. How naive I was then. This feels completely different. This time I'm happy. Hey, do you have a song request? So that's a guitar on his back. Something happy. Unfortunately, I only know one song. How about you enjoy this one here? Interesting, the music stopped. Hey, Darkoff may be a big rock star, but this is one gig he didn't get. I'm gonna rock this wedding with my main man Dan over there. Together we have some fearsome wedding singers. One of swords. Shouldn't it be two of swords? Don't you need an instrument to be a musician? I do the important work, like the bookkeeping. You don't need an instrument for that. Oh hey Jill, I didn't know you were gonna make it. We completely lost track of you and Sam at the casino. Honestly, we were wondering what happened to you two. Or at least both of you made it back in one piece. See, these are just new couples that we didn't see. Must have pumped at least $50 in the slot machines. Boy, good to see you. Yeah, you too. So those seem like people we didn't even deal with. Jill, it's so good to see you. Okay, so finally we get to figure out what happened to Dark F, because I thought, what's her name? Violet, his girlfriend, died, and right as I was leaving the city, How's it going? I'm alright. How are you holding up? Rehab's been hell, but honestly, I'm feeling a lot better. Viper too. Yeah, that's her name. We're not out of the woods yet, but I'm finally feeling proud of myself again. That's really great to hear. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll put out a rehab album. I hear those are big now. I'm just glad you're getting better. Me too. So, Viper survived? Jill, oh, it's good to see you. How's everything going? It's alright. What about you? Rehab's been amazing. I should have gone ages ago. Dark Elf's been getting a lot better too. We're still there for a while more, but I think we're done for good this time. That's really great to hear. We owe you a lot, you know. I want you to know we appreciate everything you've done for us. I'm just happy to hear you're doing fine. So, I kind of have to criticize the game for not actually killing Viper, because that would have been more impactful. I love weddings. And what is this? You know, by my calculations, it's going to have nearly 1 million wards in it. No offense, but I really don't think you're up to the task. This is the two creators of the game, like, what are they called? Vanguard dogs? What do you mean I'm not up to the task? I spit words out faster than the minigun spits bullets. Oh, is that so? How long did it take you to write that damn synopsis for Crappy Dog? So, honestly, he wasn't up to the task. Let's just be honest. His writing is bad. You know, I hear video game soundtracks are good business to be in. Hopefully, this contract I've been working on pans out. And he can't walk out. And he can't walk into the sea. Let's do this wedding. It's probably going to ask if I object. I'm not going to object. Certainly. Your name, please? Jill. Oh, yes. I do believe you're signed over here. Right here, man. Ah, they put her in the back. Okay, fine, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you Sam and Bob. Remember, I could have named Bob anything. Sam, I think I didn't get a chance to pick. And I think she does look good in the white dress. Go with the white dress. Always in the wedding. Unless you're doing something really weird. That is a really weird way to walk. Bob almost looks proportional to his head in a suit. But all the characters have huge heads, I suppose. But look at the size from the side, though. That is huge. This makes no sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to have you gathered here today for the momentous occasion. Few times in life do we get to witness true miracles. I believe we are here to witness one today. True love, above all things, is the most improbable occurrence in this world. Two souls are born apart. They grow independent. They experience uniquely. Yet, eventually they come to find each other, and they know each other wholly. This is the miracle we celebrate today. Sam and Bob, we're gathered together on this beautiful beach to share in this beautiful moment with you. Don't use the word beautiful twice in your writing. Find some different verbs. As you exchange vows for your everlasting love. That's just also a run-on sentence. Are you ready? Are you both ready to make the commitment to one another today? Yes, I am. Oh, look at Bob's head. He looks so much better. He's not hunched back, and his head isn't huge. Yes, me too. Sam looks really good. Her head's kind of small for her body, but not too bad. Now, I do believe you've written vows for each other. Yes, I'd like to go first. No, you don't have to say I'd like to go first. The preacher will always ask the man to go first because sexism, I guess. But they have ways of doing this. Sam, I know I was in love with you from the moment I first saw you. Really? Because you sure didn't act like it. You picked me when my life was at its darkest and made me whole again. So he doesn't even remember seeing her in college? Apparently, because he's saying you picked me up when my life was at its darkness. What are you talking about? It was at its darkness when you saw her in the hallway in college? Without you, I don't know what the world what would have become of me. The thought of being without you, I can't stand. I know I'm not perfect, but with you I feel complete. Sam, I love you with all my heart that my heart has to offer. Oh, I promised I wouldn't cry. No, you're gonna cry. Go ahead and cry. Bob, my life without you has been everything. With you has been everything I ever wanted. In your arms, I'm happier than I ever have ever been. I look forward to whatever our future holds together may bring. You're a wonderful partner, and I love you. Bob, you're the best part of my life. Oh, and you've got me going now too. So those are decently well-written vows, because vows usually are written pretty badly. Now that the vows have been said, you will exchange the rings with one another. However, before we get to that, if anyone who objects to this union, please speak now, forever, or hold your peace. Writer of the game, do you object to unions? You did an entire chapter of this game apparently objecting to unions. Alright, that was just a dumb joke. Yep. I figured the game was gonna say, do I object? I'm not gonna breathe in, I'm not gonna object, I'm just gonna be silent. Goodbye, Bob. I hope you're happy. Well then, do you have your rings prepared? Yes, yes. Please then, Sam, place a ring on Bob's finger and repeat after me. I take you, Bob, to be my wedded husband. I take you, Bob, to be my wedded husband. To have and to hold from this day forward. To have and to hold from this day forward. For better or for worse. For richer or for poorer. For better or for worse. For richer or poorer. In sickness and health. To love and cherish. In sickness and health and love and cherish. Until death do us part. I pledge to you my faithfulness. Now I haven't ever heard of wedding where they add this part, but okay. Until death do us part, I pledge to you my faithfulness. Now you, Bob, place a ring on Sam's finger and repeat after me. And with this ring, I take you, Sam, to be my wedded husband. I'm just going to skip the repeated parts here. To love you and to cherish you forevermore. To follow you through all of life's experiences. Now, I have never heard them change it. So the guy is promising to do things completely different than what the girl is promising to do. You're not even on the same page on your wedding day based on the vows you're being given here. Whatever good or bad may come. Whatever good or bad may come. You can't really rewrite the wedding ceremony, the traditional Western wedding ceremony. You're not going to do a better job, and this seems really ridiculous. Until death do us part, I pledge to you my faithfulness. So, technically, Bob did not promise to have and to hold in sickness or in health. So if she gets sick or healthy, he can dump her for that. For poor or for richer, I don't believe was anything Bob promised anything. Bob got off easy here. He doesn't have to really do half the things that Sam promised to do. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare you husband and wife. And I don't think there'd be a gender thing here. Maybe. We'll start the game again and see if maybe we could end up playing as a guy with a guy or as a girl with a girl. You may now kiss the bride. And so Jill walks away. Kind of rudely. You don't walk away until the bride and groom leave. But whatever. So we're back to the very beginning of the game. Hours and hours ago. Like 15, 16 hours maybe. Even maybe a little bit less of gameplay ago. We're back to the alley. We've got the assassin who played really no part in the story until the last hour, and the guy who I thought was a doctor turning out to be a casino guy, and we're in the alleyway under the streets of Beatonton. And so now we've told this whole story, and we don't know who the character is who told the story, but it's probably Jill, living on the streets in Beatonton. Maybe it's Larry. Could be Larry too. Could be Sam. Also, could it be anyone else? Yeah, it could be almost anybody. But not really, because at the beginning I think they specifically said that whoever's behind the mask has met the assassin, which means it leaves it down to Sam or Jill. And that's it. So that's it. The story's done. This is the part where I decide whether or not I'm going to shoot you. I've heard some long and pointless stories in my life, but this one takes the cake. Hell, I still don't even know who you are. Honestly, yeah, if the whole game is this long story, it's been pretty pointless. Of course you wouldn't. You live in a world where none of the players in the story could end up here. You live in a world where none of the players in that story could end up here. This little stage we live in, though, no character can escape tragedy. The up and down of life ebbs and flows forever in a circle. For every high you achieved, you will pay an equal low. At one time, I had everything I ever wanted, but all things shall pass. What the hell is this fruitcake talking about? You know, I don't care who this Joker is anymore. Pull the trigger, let's get the fuck out of here. If you allow me a moment, I'll explain everything. Do it now, while his back is turned. In cold blood, without knowing who it is. So I guess I could shoot again, but why would I? We just know that would end the game. Let's wait. No, not like this. I have to know who I'm killing first. You're Jill, aren't you? What the fuck is that loser doing here? We're back to the cussing. We both made it out of your casino alive, but one of us was already dead. Maybe you should have killed one of us right then and there. Perhaps things would have turned out differently. We both needed his love, but in the end he didn't choose me. Perhaps because in wanting him so badly, I'd become something less than human. Yeah, I'm not even following this logic, really. See, the story's so badly written, wow. I mean, sure, I know Jill pined for him, but there was just not enough of that to make me believe that after the events of the wedding, Jill just became this hopeless person without any life or anything, and she just wants to get shot now because Bob didn't choose her. It seems so dumb. Bob is happy now, happy without me. Without that love in my life, what happiness is there for me? This is such absolutely the opposite of what I was feeling as playing the character of Jill. There is no one other for me. There never would be or could be. I came out here to live in the gutter with the rest of the fiends. I came out here to die. You have the means, why don't you just kill yourself? I am so very tired of choice. I don't have the will left to make a decision either way. So here I am at your mercy. I'm ready to be judged. The choice is now yours. Jesus Christ, you've lost your fucking mind. See, yeah, at this point I really have to say Jill has. She's gone insane. And there was no setup for that idea at all. Who gives a shit? Blow her fucking head off. Do I deserve death? The death I long for? Or are we always, sometimes, monsters? What does that even mean? Whatever you believe it does. Playing as the assassin started the game saying, I'm tired of killing people. I don't want to kill people. Why would I kill Jill? I didn't kill her in the casino. She's gone crazy. She wants death, but I don't see a reason why I would do that. This is the right way. Leave. I can't do it. You need help. Lots of help. I'm sorry for everything that's happened to you. But this isn't the answer. You might feel like you deserve to die, but I'm not the one who does it. What the hell do you think you're doing exactly? I told you to shoot this lunatic. I'm sorry, but after all that, I just can't do it. I can't do any of it anymore. I quit. You quit killing when I tell you to quit killing. Now shoot that fool before you regret it. I'm done. You're not frightened without your handyman, are you? What? No. I'll shoot you. Just wait. Haha, unlikely. Men like you pretend they have a choice, but you're as apathetic to it as I have become. You've spent your life on the cusp of decision, but as always one step removed. With will to let the minions you control do your bidding for you. You live in fantasy. Tell me, when is the last time you really did anything at all? That's what I thought. Goodbye, friend. I'll see you in another life. Alright, so we're getting the credits of the game. So when I started this series, I was doing it. I had been told that this was a good game, and I really disagree with that. Maybe I got the message wrong. This is not the first game where critics have really loved it or seen something in it, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't work for me. I have some major problems with this game, and I don't like it at all. Here we are. Next in line, please. So we're getting some more ending here. So the book was called Always Sometimes Monsters. The name of this game sucks. It means nothing. Hey there, who can I make this out to? Can you make it out to Calvin? There you go. Thanks a lot. I don't usually finish many books, so I really wanted this one signed. Don't usually finish books, huh? I take it you like this one, huh? Oh, absolutely. I've never read anything that captures the human spirit quite so well. You're truly a master of the craft. Thank you so much for saying so. It took a lot for me to finish it. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's great. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hello, gentlemen, can we help you with something? Yeah, actually, you might be able to. My name is Justin Amikami, and this is my business partner, Jake Reardon. Nice to meet you. We run a small video game studio called Vagabond Dog. Alright, well, what can we do for you? I came across your book and had a really crazy idea for a game based on it. It'd be a straightforward retelling of your adventures with all the ups and downs. Yeah, Always Sometimes Monsters was a really big influence on us, and we'd like to work with it. I guess you could say we're interested in optioning the rights to it. You want to make a video game out of this thing? Now, if this is actually based on a book, this book is garbage. Or this is a terrible translation of the book, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. How much are you willing to pay the rights exactly? Well, considering the possibility, publicity, and sales it's received so far, how does 1 million sound? $1 million? A little low. I'm sure it's a good place to begin negotiations. Of course, we'll have to draw up paperwork and everything, but yes. I think something can be arranged. Great, we'll have our people call your people or whatever. Really looking forward to working with you guys. See you later then, I guess. Now, I'd like to see some of the characters step up here and say, I know this story. I'm the person in this story, and I know I wasn't dealing with you. I know this is Jill's story. And call her out on that, but I don't see a reason why. That would just be kind of a odd comeuppance to happen. You really think those guys would be able to turn this thing into a game? Honestly, who knows? Next in line, please. Wow, I can't believe it. No, neither can I. I never thought this day would come. Never thought possible. Sam, we're married. What do we do now? I don't know. This is why I was saying we should book that honeymoon right after. Who cares if it would have been a little bit more expensive? Look, why don't we relax and watch a movie or something? There's gotta be something on Netflix, right? Do whatever you want. I'm going to take a nap. Walking around all day in the monkey suit was exhausting. I love you, wife. Wow. Immediately separated. What's this, a wedding gift? Might as well take a look at it. Bob won't mind, I'm sure. Oh, it's from those guys at Vagabond Dogs. I'm really glad Bob invited them. To the happy couple, you came to the end of a long journey together. What lays ahead for you, none of us know for sure. Only time and patience will reveal this new path. That's awful sweet of those guys. Looks like they gave Bob a game cartridge or something. Please enjoy this Vagabond Net video game cartridge. It will automatically download and update new games and software on your V-Box home systems. Note that the $59 annual service fee for online connectivity has also been waived. Happy gaming, you two crazy lovebirds. Hey, neat, free video games. Might as well hook this thing up. I guess I'd just wait until these things download something new. So, Crime Fighter, Cold Line Toronto, Erasmus Man. And then... this dog is here. So what am I doing now? Why is this? Why are there computers in this cabinet? Why is the game not over?
Access denied. Access denied.
What in the world is this about? I don't have any items, right? I have $10,000. How do I have another $10,000, I wonder? It almost feels like the game wants me to go save Jill now. But that's not where the story ends. And I kind of feel like the story doesn't end here. I kind of feel like this is just the game's way of locking things down and saying, look, if you want to play the video games, you can do that, and if you want to watch the Netflix, you can do that. Doors locked, sugar bomb, get some rest. So taking a shower seems like it's not doing anything other than playing the shower thing. Really? That's an odd ability to do. Just I can't walk up. You just came in that door. So there's nothing more to this. It's pretty obvious here. So we're playing as Sam. The game is run 22 hours and 44 minutes. We have $10,000 that we can't use. Let's see. As far as items, we have nothing on any of these. And let's see. Our fate was 345. As far as I can tell, the fate meter was just a random number. Doesn't seem like anything to me. Let's quit. Quit to title. So let's quickly just start a new game. But yeah, I really thought this was going to be more of a romance thing, and even the writers of the story seem like they're trying to give this romance story to us, and it's just really wasn't there. Nothing came about here from the idea of working. Nothing came about from the idea of saving up money, other than, yes, you did need to save up money at a certain point. It might have been nice if I had $5,000 for a dress, but it didn't change anything. In the end, I got the ending I thought I was going to get, and that's exactly what I wanted to get. I don't feel like there was any point in this where we really should have even gone down the path of trying to get back together with Bob. There was just none of that ever happened. We never talked to him. He didn't invite you to the wedding. I could have changed maybe a few aspects, a few actions of the game, but in the end, none of those things that I did mattered. It was, the real decisions were short and right in front of your eyes. Is like, do you want to shoot the person or not? Were the real solutions. This is a meandering, badly written story, and a disappointment in every way. This game also is proven to me I probably will never play or purchase an RPG Maker game or anything that looks like it with this 8-bit graphics ever again. I hate these graphics. They're lazy. They feel like they were just bought. The character design does nothing to help the story one bit. There's way too much dialogue here with no voice acting. And I've seen so many video games do this idea of decisions and such better, but that this just feels like a cheap, lazy thing. Sure, this game seems like, as far as they're claiming, was only made by 2 main people, but the credits even disagree with that because there's more than 2 people listed there. But I've seen games made by 1 person that were more ambitious, had a tighter idea, had better story. This game suffers for going way too long. So I now was thinking, if the game had gone really short and there was a different story for each character, then I was thinking maybe that there was something along this way. See, because this looks like Viper here. Could I go pick Viper? Hey Larry, see you got the cat running around here like it's on. Plus I don't know who the idea is that's got second. Last time you brought your dogs around they cornered me and wouldn't stop barking if you don't notice. Don't worry, dude, they used to hate me too. That's because they don't like it. Alright. So we can't take these 2 characters. What did I just say? Like, can I pick her? So actually, I guess as it is, there's probably only 1 person you could have played as. So we switched to this guy, and so now this is the character we can play as. So if you wanted to pick these 2 characters as it is, then we can do this, and so we can call him A, and then we can call him B. But I really seriously doubt there's any more to the game than that. Than just picking different characters. So we just need to get to the next scene and see if there's something else. Yeah, naming your game always sometimes monsters because somebody's lost their mind says it at the very end of the game is really dumb. So if this was a 5-hour experience, if it was something more like, if this was something more along the lines of a Telltale game where your decisions really mattered, or it felt like they mattered, and you just went from cutscene to cutscene, that would be a lot better. And I'm pretty tired of even the Telltale games having experiences like that, but I would take even the worst Telltale games over this, because at least they're a little bit more ambitious. At least they put some voice acting in it. Making me read all of this is ridiculous. Trying to be smart in your writing, trying to imply metaphors in all of your actions. doesn't, it didn't work. The writing was just bad. There you go. So I'm just gonna, so it seems like every single thing is going to be the same. And if I try to just skip through here and get in the city, maybe I'll get something more. In the end, I don't think I actually did anything. There's a clapper on the right. So when we get over here to this point, let's see if we run around. So you could have just run away from it and kept your key and not slept on the street. Not that even matters. Oh, so Bellinger was the guy that was just... was this guy at the very beginning. And see, we can see here the map is exactly the same as it was before, so nothing changed, really. A disappointment on almost every level, this game. Terrible engine. Let's not forget, at the very beginning, here I can even show you now that we're at here. If you hit F6 right now, it does this, and you cannot undo this when you're in full screen. I'm hitting F6 right now. Doesn't fix it. You have to go into the INI file and delete the settings to undo this. Just terrible, terrible engine. Cheap. Remember the F12 button that is the default screenshot in Steam? Turns out you can change that in Steam to some other button. But it resets the game when you do it. So you sit here and you try to take a screenshot. You reset the whole engine, and that's probably true also if you're inside of a game. Let's just load this. Let's see, F12 goes right back to the top, which would have lost you any progress right there. Well, I'm definitely not going to be playing the sequel to this game, Sometimes Always Monsters. Nothing here I liked. The choices, good or bad, weren't laid out well, so it wasn't obvious if there was a right choice in some places. I'm not even going to go into the whole stupidity in the middle about the union members on strike against the union again. I'm really just going to sit here and repeat myself if I keep going any further. Bad. Always, sometimes garbage. It's a cool name too. If this was just a game where you were running around and slashing up zombies, that's a name you would call it. Always, sometimes monsters. That would be a good game. A more interesting game, really, for that name. Anywho, that's it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube page. On the right there's a button that says support this channel. Also there is the subscribe button and the bell you need to click to get notifications. and a playlist tab that has a link for every game I've covered, and for every game I've covered, yeah. And then finally, down below in the description box, I have links to all my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, and Bell.net. Follow and friend me on all of those too, please. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.